As we get closer and closer to the release of Star Trek Picard, more teasers and additional information is now creeping out.
Jean-Luc Picard.
I'm in over my head. The girl's life is still in danger. We have to help her.
They're hiding something.
One is never safe from the past.
Everything is at stake.
I will do what needs to be done.
Hey everyone, my name is Captain Jack and welcome to Trek Central. Today we're taking a look and analysing the brand new teaser for Star Trek Picard. This aired during last week's NFL game, and several of you noticed the new scene shown off in this little teaser, so we just had to sit down and talk about it. Let's make it so. This teaser starts off differently from the last one we got, starting out with a voice of Deanna Troi Riker, played by Marina Sirtis, addressing Picard by his full name. Now while this plays, we see a female character playing what appears to be a piano in some sort of bar. I do wonder if this is the same bar which 7 of 9 later shoots up, as we've seen in most of the trailers and teasers so far. She really hates that bar for some reason. The shot of Picard in his iconic red Starfleet uniform appears again, though we've already seen this in the New York Comic Con trailer earlier this year. Deanna's voice line finishes on the actual scene of her saying it. I would guess this is from the first interaction between Jean-Luc and Deanna in the Picard series, most likely when he is going to the Riker family for help or guidance. The following sentence seems to suggest this even more. We then cut to a new scene of Picard speaking with William T. Riker and Deanna Troi. Picard says to them both, "I am in over my head." Now this sentence suggests that Jean-Luc is involved in something that is very large. Our first guess and theory is he's talking about a situation involving a mysterious girl of Dahj. The next line, "The girl's life is in danger." The fact that Picard says still seems to me that she's being hunted and will continue to be so until Picard and his new crew deals with the source of this danger. All the trailers and teasers surrounding the series of Star Trek Picard allude to the fact that Dahj is very powerful and very important. One trailer had a character refer to her as the Destroyer, yet we still do not know why. She's obviously very important to the story, but CBS is making sure we don't find out just yet. I mean, it's kind of obvious, we won't want to spoil the series. It's worth noting that Deanna's dress changes here between these scenes, so it does suggest that the scene takes place at a later time frame, or that Deanna Troi has a dress for every occasion. I mean, he wouldn't be the weirdest thing in Star Trek. Now the teaser continues with Picard saying the following to Riker: "We have to help her." It seems that Picard is trying to get Deanna and Riker to help him in whatever way they can. Whether this is if Riker has any favours left within Starfleet, as we've seen Starfleet practically turn Picard away in previous trailers. This could be very much like All Good Things, in which an older Picard tries to turn to them and then Admiral Riker to get assistance. While the teaser is playing, the word Picard is slowly being revealed through cuts on screen. We then see an odd still of Picard, Dahj, and a girl dressed up like a fantasy elven ranger. From new cast announcements, it seems like this character is called Kestra, played by Lulu Wilson. Now it isn't confirmed, but Kestra is probably the daughter of William Riker and Deanna Troi. This is because Deanna had an older sister called Kestra, who unfortunately drowned shortly after Deanna's birth. So Deanna calling her daughter after her later older sister could be a nice touch and would make sense. To build further onto this point, the Star Trek Titan novel Orion's Hounds had Deanna Troi name a star after her sister, so it would make sense that she'd name her daughter after that as well. It's certainly something to think about and would be some great connective tissue if it turns out to be true. A strange ominous voice says, "They're hiding something," as the FA androids are revealed. Could this then suggest that Starfleet themselves are also hiding secrets? Starfleet has definitely changed, but could they have changed for the worse? I would also speculate that the Romulans are up to something, maybe with the Tal Shiar. The next line, "One is never safe from the past," is what Picard states, as we see more familiar images from those of previous trailers. The attack of winged starships on some sort of colony, Hugh the Borg escorting Dahj and Picard down a dark corridor, and then Picard in 10-4 during what could be an attack on Mars. And finally, our dual-wielding ex-Borg, 7 of 9, is as badass as ever. I have to say, we're all loving this clip of Jerry Ryan's 7 of 9 being a badass in the new show. I think CBS and Amazon Prime also know that as well, which is certainly cool, and I really hope her episode or episodes are fantastic. The next line, "Everything's at stake," is said by a new Vulcan or Romulan Admiral character, which also includes our first look at the new comm badges, which are definitely similar to that of the All Good Things comm badges, and an interesting rank pit which could possibly denote an Admiral. We also see the possible Romulan fleet above what could be Mars and Dr. Jurati looking worried about something. With the still of Dr. Jurati on screen now, it does look like our new Admiral character is talking to her, as you can see the yellow on the uniform. Perhaps she is the one talking to Jurati here, or is framed to look like that. I have to also build on the scene as well and jump back to the previous trailer we got a couple of weeks ago and say that the scene is very similar to when Dr. Jurati looks to be receiving a mind meld, which makes me believe that the woman who is speaking to him must be a Vulcan, and we've not seen Romulans do mind melds unless that's something new, so definitely she has to be a Vulcan, I think. Never mind, everything at stake seems to continue to tie back into our character of Daj, so it could be interesting to think about how she's the key to this whole mystery and what she could mean. Finally, we end the teaser on Picard saying the line, "I will do what needs to be done." This is the same line we saw in the last teaser, with Jean-Luc asserting that he'll do whatever it takes to complete his objective.
I will do what needs to be done.
With this line said, a quickfire montage of clips with Jean-Luc is played as we finally have the full title screen appear, informing us of when the series airs. Both of these clips have been seen before, one of Picard firing a weapon at an apparent attacker, and the other of him being thrown out of a building. I still stand by my previous point from the last trailer breakdown. Jean-Luc saying this line just sounds so cool and I love it. We've still got almost 3 weeks to go until the release of the series, so I do expect more trailers and teasers to creep out, and we'll be analysing all of them to keep you up to date with the latest news on Star Trek Picard. That wraps up our analysis of this brand new teaser for today. As a reminder, we're now less than 30 days away from Star Trek Picard beaming down to our screens. The series officially launches on January 23rd, 2020 on CBS All Access and January 24th on Amazon Prime for international viewers. If you want to stay up to date with the latest Star Trek news, lore and more, then make sure to subscribe to Trek Central here on YouTube. You can also check out our website, follow us on social media, or even join our community Discord server. I've been Captain Jack, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.